I dig what you're saying because art, like we just said, is subjective and interpretive. And I must ask, when we brought up R&B and the blues part now, soul music. Soul music is derivative of how R&B changed from the 70s and disco to the 80s techno music, where the machines came in. So everything that was considered Motown, which was R&B, and that was different from rock and R&B, was grafted as soul music. So the Temptations, Sam Cooke, the Four Tops.
Yes.
My favorite group was the Stylistics, the Dramatics, etc. You had that style. Then let's go to the women. Betty Wright. You know, you had Diana Ross, Mary and the Vindells, Martha Reeves and them, right?
And Aretha.
Aretha Franklin.
The Queen of Soul.
And then even soul music came out of gospel with Albertina Walker and Shirley Caesar. And even if you want to go to the Maranatha singers, right? But soul captured the essence of the community, which gave birth to even the Nina Simone sound, which was piano-driven and vocal-driven. So from the soulful side of Gail Campbell, what part of the soul leaps out at the listener first? Is it your pain? Is it your love? Is it your experience? Or is it a myriad of everything at one time?
I think it's a myriad of everything. And I think that the soul is the part that the maturity aspect comes in at. I've noticed my voice has changed. I've noticed that the way that I sing certain things from when I was in my 20s to now. You know what I mean? And now I just sound like a grown woman. And you know, like I sound like a grown woman, and that's soul. You know what I mean? When I, you know, and because, so when I sing the ABCs, you know what I mean? I sing it from my soul because, you know, and it comes out that way. And I think that is just becoming a grown woman and everything that comes with becoming a grown woman. Everything that you must go through to become a grown woman, you know? And you just do everything in a grown woman way, and I think that's soul.
To even come back off of being grown and experienced, like I said, I'm not really an R&B cat. I'm more of a soul music person. And my favorite singer of all time is Sam Cooke. And when I listen to He'll Make a Way for Me, from gospel to my favorite song of all time, Change Will Come, you do see maturity. You even hear how he went from being someone in church to a civil rights activist in his words. Unfortunately, the soul has been sucked out of music because the business part has come into it. And today's R&B isn't even soulful. Why do you think, in your opinion, the soul, which is the essence of your gift, is not really there and defined in that music today? What is your opinion of it?
I think that the music business follows the trend, and I think that what we hear on the radio is the results of the executives. You know what I mean? We're hearing we're hearing the formula. You know what I mean? And I think that once something, all it takes is one person to come and change the tide, and then we'll start to see that again. You know what I mean? That is me. So once we see somebody come in and they change the tide, as long as it's, because again, the business aspect, they think green. They think in terms of dollars. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that this person isn't as great as that person. It's like, we have to go with where the money is because it's business, and I get that. But a couple of years ago, I've always been Afrocentric. I know it's trendy now, but I was this before when it wasn't cool. You know what I mean? I always been this. So in my art, it's always expressed that. And I recall so vividly speaking to someone, and you know, I'm making these songs about being black and da 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 da, and they were like, you know, okay, where they gonna play this at? And I was like, can't you see what's happening? I was like, people, things are shifting. People are waking up because the world is forcing them to. People are waking up because the world is forcing them to. People are they want to hear this. They want to hear this. Nah. A year later, you know, we got, what's his name from Oakland, the rapper, Kendrick Lamar. A year later, Kendrick Lamar came out with that last album that was, you know, and then, you know, and everybody's like, oh my God, it's so great, and, you know, and everybody's all Afrocentric, and you know what I mean? And now everybody, they're like, oh, we gotta make more music like this. People want to hear this. People want to hear music that's uplifting and da 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 da. It's like, that's what I was telling you. You were shooting me down.
So let me ask you then. So basically, you're telling me that the truth is not marketable. That people want to ride the wave instead of getting the truth.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Tell me what you're saying.
I'm saying that the music business is just gonna follow where they think the money is, Okay. But it takes one person to foresee, and then when that person is received so well by the masses, then you'll see the music business follow them. And then they'll try to reproduce that person over and over and over and over again. So, with soul music, I think people are hungry for it. I think people, because let me tell you something. I never thought that the audience that I have would be made up of who they are. Like, I'm like, kids my daughter's age, like, yo, I need you on my joint. Rappers, trap, hip hop. I need that soul. I need Gail Campbell. I'm like, really? Seriously? Like, I'm like old enough to be a mother. And they're like, yo, I need you. And I'm like, oh my God. So the executives don't get that yet. It always happened out here on the street first. So once they see that, then the money's gonna switch to that, and then they're gonna try to commercialize it. Then they're gonna be trying to spit out a soul singer every other week. You know what I mean? But and then, you know, soul singers will get their recognition.
That's kind of why I said truth, because if it comes from the heart and it's organic, then it's truthful. And the industry is not based on truth. It's based on, like you said, dollars.
It's not based on truth. You know, the artist is the product. You know, but the people who are calling the shots, they're capitalists. Listen, whatever it is they're buying, I'm selling it. If you're talking about drugs, if you're talking about guns, and if you're talking about killing people, if it's a market for it, they're gonna sell it. But you know, the artists still have to, you know, it's not. I hate to come up here and sound real self-righteous, like I'm anti this, because I'm not. I'm not. You know, I think the artists should be able to express themselves however way they want to. But my thing is, like, I know that there is a community. I know that there's a world that wants to hear something else. You know what I mean? The market has just been oversaturated with a certain kind of artist. But there's so many people that want to hear something else. I really believe that.